Oscar Bevis for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here in Manchester. It's the press conference. We've got a double press conference today. First up is Scott Quigg versus Jono Carroll. I'm joined by Mr. Jono Carroll. How are you, sir?
I'm good, pal. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I was going to say this to you yesterday. I'm going to say it again. You love this, didn't you? You absolutely live for this.
100%. Listen, you have to enjoy the whole road, and it's a very enjoyable thing. You know what I mean? When I first started out, this is where I wanted to be. This is what dreams are made of for some kids. You know what I mean? So, I always loved the professional rank. So I knew it wasn't always just about the fight. It was all about the build-up. It was all about everything. And before you know, you're going to blink and it's all going to be over. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to absorb it and appreciate it while it's here.
So I've asked a few fighters about this and sort of the open workout. It's not the level you train at. You know, we're not expecting you to do some real hard stuff on the pads. It's sort of almost like a little loosen up session. Even things like that, do you enjoy those sort of things, just getting out there in front of people and doing that?
Yeah, 100%. It's enjoyable. Everything is enjoyable to me. It's all just about experience and different experiences, you know. So for me, the likes of that is good. And a lot of people just come in, they just do a shadow box. I even like to get a sweat on. I like to show off some little things that I've been working on. Every kind of open public workout that I've done it's all been different, you know. I always try to change it up a little bit and do something different. So like I said, I just enjoy the whole journey, mate. It's fun.
You and Scott Quigg now, it has the ingredients to be an absolute war. You know, Scott has been in several cracking fights over yourself, but his last few years have been a bit inactive, been a bit shaky. You know, what are you expecting from Scott to come to the ring? Because it's easy for him to say this is new Scott Quigg and improved Scott Quigg, but will it be?
I don't know. Listen, I hope it's new improved Scott Quigg, because I know I'm going to be ready. I just hope he's going to be ready, because then it's going to be a very interesting fight, a very exciting fight, you know. People always say these things and it almost gets boring, you know, when you listen to someone, I've had a great training camp and everything's gone good. But like you said, he's been in some very interesting fights. He's been in some wars. And even being out there in Freddie Roach's gym, all these take a toll on you, you know, when you're going to war all the time. It takes a toll on the body. And I just heard yesterday that he went pro, or he left school or something at 15 just to go pro and stuff like that. So he's been in the game a very long time. He's a very seasoned, experienced professional. So I can't underestimate him. I can't take anything away from him. I have to have respect when I'm in there. But at the same time, that means he has a lot of niggles and injuries, and he's pushed his body to the max from such a young age. So who knows? Who knows if it's a new and improved Scott Quigg? I just don't. People say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I don't know. I'm learning a lot. The more I'm in this game, I'm learning. Every single day I'm in the gym. Even this morning, I was just having a little tap with the pads and certain little things. I'm improving my balance and stuff. So it's all about experiences and experience in the boxing ring. And I think he brings a whole load of that. So I can't underestimate him. He is going to be a very tough operator, and it's going to be a smashing fight. I can't wait.
You've been sort of the mouthpiece for this fight. Anyone who's seen the match from YouTube, it's true, you know, has seen I can't remember what it was called. It was like the version of Behind the Gloves where you two were sort of giving it back and forth across the table. Do you think Scott takes anything from that? I mean, I know I'm asking you, could be asking Scott this, but do you think he takes anything from the fact that you're perhaps trying to get into his head?
No, do you know what? He's been around such a long time, but at the same time, there's certain things that I say to him, and I even text him on Instagram just to annoy him. I was like, I'm going to smash your head in, mate, you know it's coming. I was like, I just hope you're ready. I was like, it's my time to shine. I even signed off, like, it's my time to shine. And he's seen it and didn't even text me back, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm deliberately putting things out there, but it's just because I have fun with the whole experience, and I just enjoy it, you know what I mean? It's nothing personal against him, so I don't know if he takes it personal, but I've seen a few things that he said in the past, and past fights, where he did take things serious and he did take things to heart. So maybe he's just that character, whereas me, man, it's just like water off a duck's back, you know what I mean? I couldn't care less what someone says, because it's just fun and games for me.
I asked Scott this yesterday. I'm going to tell you his answer afterwards, right? You've become good friends with Tevin Farmer now. We can always see you two having a laugh. What about you and Scott in the future? He invites you down to Bury, take him to Ireland. Is that a possibility?
Of course, mate. Listen, at the end of the day, boxing's boxing. We're all here to improve. We're all here to get better. And he's a seasoned professional. So even being in the ring with him, I'm going to learn a hell of a lot, you know, even though we're only going to share 12 rounds. I'm going to learn a hell of a lot being in there with him. There's going to be tricks. There's going to be little things on the inside he's going to do very well. And maybe I can add them things to my own game, you know. So most definitely, if he ever needs me in the future, or you ever need someone like him in the future, I'll hit him up for sparring, no problem at all. Because at the end of the day, it's just business. So it's like, I'm coming to smash his head in on Saturday night. Like, I'm coming to do a number on him, but at the same time, boxing is a gentleman's sport, and everything that's said and done in the build-up is more or less just to get under your man's skin. But once you share the ring with someone, you have even a sparring session. You have nothing but respect after it, you know. So, of course, once this fight is done, it is what it is, mate. It's complete respect from me on from there forward.
Do you want to know Scott's answer? Of course. Like fuck, mate.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's water off a duck's back to me, because I couldn't care less. You know what I mean? To me, this is not personal. This is just boxing. This is just fun and games. Like, I'm getting paid regardless whether I go under his skin, or regardless when I win, lose, or draw, whatever. I enjoy this. This is fun for me, and I'm just gonna continue enjoying my own experience, enjoying the process, and that's mad. A different mentality that me and him have. You know what I mean? But that's crazy. That.
We know what you want. You want world titles. You've had a failed attempt already against Tevin Farmer, but we know what you want. What about 2020? Do you think that's a possibility for 2020? What does 2020 hold for you if you were to beat Scott? Or potentially, I know it's not something you think, but even if you were to lose for Scott, do you want to be as active as possible this year? Have you sort of even thought past this fight?
I didn't really think past this fight, to be honest, because at the end of the day, you're only as good as your last fight. And my last fight was a decent fight. It was a decent opponent. He was boxing a little bit heavier, like he was boxing at welterweight. So I had to come in a little bit heavy, and it was in Mexico. Another learning experience for me that I really enjoyed, and I appreciated going over there and exploring. But at the same time, this is a much bigger magnitude, and Scott Quigg is a much bigger name. So I'm looking to do a great job on Scott Quigg, and yeah, please got to get a world title ASAP, because I just feel like I'm starting to hit my peak, and I'm starting to mature a lot in the ring. But maybe one more fight and then a world title, or whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter, because since the very start of my career, I've always been someone that just jumped at a chance for any opportunity. You know, I've never said no to a fight. I love the experience of fighting. I love the experience of testing myself against someone who maybe is better than me, or I just like pushing myself to the limits and the boundaries, and see how far I can push it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's what makes it exciting for me, and that's the reason why I'm in boxing. So I'm only looking at staying around for maybe 3-4 years max, and then I'm out here, you know. So for me, I'm just trying to enjoy it and get the best fights I can within such a short space of time, and then go on and do other things with my life. I think life is for living, you know what I mean? And with the boxing, you have to be so dedicated, and you have to be, I don't know, maybe I'll just get a job with MTK or something. It's just so demanding, you know, and it's not good for my family. Like, just after Christmas, I had to miss a trip to go to bleeding Disneyland and all with the baby, you know, all these things, because boxing just took over. And at the end of the day, my family understand it, and they know it, and it's accepted in my house, and it ain't no issue. But at the same time, I'm missing out on all the little things in life, you know. Like, I can't be going to birthday parties and have a little drink with the family. I can't be, you know, certain little things like that, and that are all things that I will catch up on in the future. But right now, I'm solely dedicated to boxing, learning and improving every single day. And yeah, I just feel like this is my time right now.
Just finally, because I know there's a bit of a crowd building up ready for the presser, I'm going to ask you about Tyson Wilder, but I'm not going to ask you about Fury's performance. We know what you're going to say. Everyone knows it's a fantastic performance. For someone who's lost the world title fight, Deontay's lost his world title to Tyson. What do you make of his excuses? Because I want to know, sort of, post-fight, one of the biggest fights of your career, you have to sort of come to terms with defeat, and it doesn't seem like Wilder's done that very well. I just want to know what you make of perhaps the ring walk, 40-pound suit, some of the excuses that Deontay's made, sorry.
The thing is, it was his choice to wear the suit. If that was the case and it was 40 pounds, it was his choice, so take responsibility for it. Don't point the blame and say it's because of the suit. It's not because of the suit. It was your decision to wear the suit, so it's because of you, ultimately, at the end of the day. So it was him in the ring, it was him doing the walk, it was him doing whatever. So at the end of the day, just take full responsibility for your loss, and take it like a man, take it on the chin, and accept defeat. And that's the only way you're really growing and getting better, I suppose, you know. So I just think it's rubbish. I don't like people coming out with excuses. It's just a point to blame at someone else. Maybe there's too many yes men around them that, because it's just mad. It's just mad that he even came out with that excuse. It's just silly, to be honest. You know what I mean? It seemed very immature, and I didn't think he was that type of fella. I thought he was a lot stronger mentally than that. So it just shows a little bit of weakness in his mind.
Right, Jono, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV. Pleasure, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you on Saturday night.
Thank you, brother. God bless.